Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Now arriving, number 20, Kevin Knox. The 6'9", 20-year-old small forward out of Kentucky is entering his second year in the league. His career averages are 12.8 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, and 1.1 assists. He's shooting 37% from the field, 34% from deep, and 72% from the line. This season, he has to work on his passing, his defense, and he has to become a more consistent shooter.
Almost the forgotten man of the Knicks' young core, Kevin Knox comes into his second season in the NBA, hoping to build on a rookie season that had some highs and a lot of lows. Kevin was woefully inefficient last year. He spent the entire season having total offensive freedom as a 19-year-old, and it showed. Kevin struggled mightily at times, but not all of it was his fault. Few players his age are given the freedom to be the main option of an offense night in, night out, and Kevin proved why. That said, Kevin did end this season shooting far better from deep, and he headed into the summer with a full course of work ahead of him. In Summer League, Kevin already looked much improved. His jumper was dropping, and he seemed far more aware on the court as his passing took a noticeable leap forward compared to just a few months prior. He also worked on his body. Kevin's a lot bigger and stronger this year, and already at 20, his frame seems to be filling out, which should only help him on the drives to the rim. In preseason, Kevin found the minutes hard to come by. Truth be told, this is going to be a year of opposites for Knox. Last year, he had total freedom to play as much and as long as he wanted, and he can shoot as much as he wanted as well. He wasn't held accountable for defense. It was all considered part of the process. This year, his minutes will be a lot tighter. He'll be punished for his mistakes, and hopefully, keeping in the idea of everything being different, he ends up having a much more efficient year overall. Kevin has all the tools to be an exciting scorer at this level.
It's your boy CK, and I am excited for this upcoming season. And the one thing I'm probably the most excited about is seeing year 2 of Kevin Knox II. I got 2 Knox jerseys I got to change. This doesn't matter. But we do know last season Kevin Knox had a bit of an up and down year. Started off the year very strong. Had a great December rookie of the month. But then came down a little bit offensively. And we know about the defensive woes. But this year he put on some more muscle. I'm excited for the kid. And I expect him to come out and have a very, very good year 2. Especially with guys like Marcus Morris and Taj Gibson. All these kind of vets behind his ear, hyping him up, getting him ready, talking that talk, making him tough. I'm looking forward to Kevin Knox in year 2 this season, the New York Knicks. Let's get it.
Now arriving, number 25, Reggie Bullock. The 6'7", 28-year-old small forward and shooting guard out of North Carolina is entering his 7th year in the league. His career averages are 6.8 points per game, 2.1 rebounds, and 1.1 assists. He's shooting 43% from the field, 39% from deep, and 83% from the line. Goals for Reggie this season? Get healthy. Bullock will be out for a while after undergoing surgery for a herniated disc. He needs to take his time, get healthy, and when he comes back, he can be that elite long-distance threat the Knicks signed him to be.
It will be a strange season for sharpshooter Reggie Bullock. A herniated disc should keep him sidelined for quite some time. When he does eventually come back, there's a chance the roster looks very different. Bullock, of course, had his contract restructured this summer after injury issues flared up after signing. In some ways, Reggie Bullock and Marcus Morris are linked. It was the restructuring of Reggie's contract that allowed Marcus to be signed. The Knicks did well by Bullock, still giving him a deal, even though they might have easily been able to get out of it entirely. Bullock is an elite shooter from deep, and on a team that needs spacing, this will be missed. But on a roster that's currently probably too deep for its own good, especially at the wing positions, it might be a good thing for now that he's not playing. It's giving the Knicks and Fizdale a chance to see some of the younger guys and see how much they've improved.
This is Vivek, and I'm here to answer the $5 million question. What do we expect with Reggie Bullock this season? My answer? Absolutely nothing. Look, back surgeries are no joke. Just ask Dwight Howard, just ask Michael Porter Jr. Let him take his time to recover. I don't think he'll be ready by December. I think they'll take his time. And he's going to make $4 million this year. We did him a nice favor. He'll make an additional $1 million once we cut him. So, we just did him a nice favor. That's it.
Now arriving, number 17, Ignacio Sneaky. The 6'7", 20-year-old small forward out of Michigan is entering his first year in the league. In college, he averaged 14.8 points per game, 5.4 rebounds, and 0.8 assists. He's shooting 46% from the field, 39% from deep, and 77% from the line. Goals for Iggy this season? Get used to the NBA. Minutes will be tough to come by for Iggy this year, so whether it's in Westchester or just staying ready on the bench, he must remain focused all year long.
Iggy Pop, time to pop off. We got a beast from Canada and he's not soft.
When Iggy's not watching our rap videos, he'll be hoping to find some minutes on a Knicks roster where he's very likely to find himself the odd man out. Before preseason started, Iggy was a fan favorite. After shining at Summer League, where Iggy put up some great numbers and just looked very comfortable, Iggy seemed like the kind of rookie that would just pop in and be ready to play from day one. But based on what's been going on, it doesn't seem like that'll be happening here. Iggy barely got on the court all preseason, and when he did, he struggled, though very small sample size there. Iggy will likely see some G League time, and who knows, maybe after the trade deadline, Iggy will get a chance to play at the end of the season. So advice for him for this year, just stay ready, keep your intensity up, and keep grinding every day.
I think Iggy is a great basketball player coming in as a rookie. I just don't think he'll get a lot of playing time based on the way our roster is developed right now, playing at the 3. I just don't see him getting a lot of time. I see him coming in maybe when we're getting blown out or we're blowing out other teams. He'll get some minutes there. But besides that, he'll probably just, ride the bench for a little while. He'll probably get in spots where we might need somebody to fill in for injury reasons. So I don't have much expectations for him. He'll probably average, 4 points, a couple of rebounds. But as the course of his NBA career continues, he'll definitely see the more playing time because I think he has the talent. So I'm excited about the upcoming Knicks season, and go Knicks!
Now arriving, number 13, Marcus Morris. The 6'9", 30-year-old small forward out of Kansas is entering his 9th year in the league. His career averages are 11.5 points per game, 4.6 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. He's shooting 43% from the field, 36% from deep, and 75% from the line. Goals for Marcus this season? He must set the tone defensively for the team. Also, he should be disciplined on offense and not fall into an ISO game.
He's barking because we got dogs on the team.
The first dog of New York, Marcus Morris, comes to the Knicks hoping to set the tone for a franchise that's allowed too many teams to kick them around the past few years. The terms of how Morris ended up on the Knicks weren't exactly perfect. Kind of came here in unceremonious fashion after going back on a handshake deal with the San Antonio Spurs at the last minute. The Knicks offered Marcus $5 million more than the Spurs. He was happy to come to New York, be closer to home. He's from Philadelphia, and I'm sure that extra money didn't hurt. Already, Marcus seems to be a budding fan favorite in the city. Obviously, you remember his first game, the preseason game, what he did there. Got a mini standing ovation from the Knicks fans in DC. And his goal is really to bring that tone, that toughness back to the Garden. Morris is pushing a tough, hard-nosed, defense-first mindset. And while it's perfectly fine to fully buy into what Morris is saying, after all, it's not just lip service. Marcus really does play like this. Fizdale will have to rein in Morris's offensive tendencies at times and make sure he's keeping consistent on both ends. Through preseason, Morris has been an offensive tier. He's dominating in the mid-range, looking like an off-brand older Melo. But that game is not sustainable in the regular season. Morris is a good bet to pass his career high in points per game this season, but for the Knicks to truly progress and develop a dog mentality, how he affects things on defensive end will end up being way more important.
I think we're going to see a lot of Marcus Morris at the 3 this year. He does a little bit of everything on the offensive end, whether it's bullying people on the inside or stepping out for that three. He's a guy that brings a high basketball IQ, which the Knicks desperately need this year, and he's another vet that they signed that's got that intimidation factor. He's ultra capable from the pick and roll, and what's great about Morris is you never know if he's going to cut to the basket or step out for that three. And taking over 5 3-point attempts a game last year and converting 37.5% of them, he's a three-point weapon the Knicks desperately need.
As always, thanks again for watching our video. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. That way you'll know every time that we post a new video. And check out some of our other stuff.